Hello and welcome to Bread of Life, a daily devotional program which each week features a different area pastor. Our speaker for this week is Pastor David Augustine of Coventry.
Sometimes we may wonder, what is significant work? What counts as significant work? Is our work only significant or meaningful if we're working full-time for the church or volunteering with the church? Is it only significant if we are talking about Jesus or God? What about so much of our life where we may not be working or volunteering for the church? We may be filing papers, hanging drywall, cooking dinner. Is that work significant? Often we think that our work has to be big and exciting or explicitly talking about Jesus in order to be significant and important. We see newspaper articles or see blogs or social media posts where people are doing big and exciting things, and we think those must be the significant things. Those must be the important things, the impactful things. And we wonder, is my work significant? And what I'm doing significant? But because God is the one who gives our work impact, we work with love, trusting Him with the impact of that work. We see this in Acts chapter 6, where the apostles have a good problem. The apostles have a good problem that there are people coming to faith, coming to know Jesus, and those people need food. They're in need. They are widows, and they come with need, but not all of them are being distributed to. So they need people to help with this distribution of food. They need people to serve tables, to serve bread and food to needy widows. And so they gather the faithful together and say, we need to choose some people to do this work. Now, in some ways, this may feel like small work or insignificant work, serving tables. But we see that it's significant. We see it's significant because of the requirements for the people who are going to do this. When they're picking out people, they say that these people, the one who are going to serve food, need to be full of the Spirit and wisdom, whom we will appoint to this duty. That's Acts chapter 6, verse 3. They must be full of the Spirit and wisdom. That work must be significant if they must be full of the Spirit and wisdom. And we can see why they would need to be full of the Spirit and wisdom to do this work. They're full of the Spirit. They must be full of the fruit of the Spirit, as we see in Galatians. That fruit of the Spirit being love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. That's who I want serving. That's the kind of person that I want serving tables, who does it lovingly, not simply as another thing to get done, but does it with love, with patience. Because that work is impactful. The way that we serve someone impacts that person. And so we must do it with love. It might not make the news, but it matters to that person. It impacts that person. So it must be done with love. But it doesn't just say full of the Spirit. It also says wise. Wise here being skillful. They might ask the question, how can we distribute this more fairly? Or how can we do it quicker or better? I want someone who thinks like that, serving well, so that the service and the love can serve people better, can serve more people. It's great that they would be wise. So too your work, hanging drywall, filing papers, writing expense reports, is significant because of how you do it. Done with love, done with wisdom, and its impact, its fruit, made possible by God, who takes that work, takes that seed, and plants it and grows it. So know that your work is good.
You've been listening to Pastor David Augustine of Coventry, and this has been Bread of Life, a program to encourage you from God's Word.